Hey, thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Cortez, joined by James Burns of FrontRowPreps.com. Time now for our weekly predictions brought to you by Golden Bear Physical Therapy. Burnsy, just about anywhere we'll pop up at a game, you can find a Golden Bear Physical Therapy facility.
No doubt, no doubt.
Hey, let's start with a small school clash this week. Number 5, Ripon Christian at number 7, Denair.
This is a trap game, Jody. This is a trap game if you're the Knights. As well as you've been playing, you know you have this game with Orriston, with a 3-time defending league champion, the Southern League champion,
on the horizon.
September 28th. You know, you don't want to get caught looking forward. You don't want to get caught
especially
looking
against
forward,
this team.
especially against a team like Denair. Playing at home with all that experience on both sides of the ball. You know, both teams have shown that they have a high-powered offense. Both teams have convincing victories over Stone Ridge Christian. I think this one comes down to defense, and I really like the way that Drew Van Vliet from Ripon Christian has been playing. Drew Van Vliet was an Athlete of the Week candidate.
American Chevrolet Athlete of the Week candidate, yes.
You know, 13 tackles, 2.5 sacks, a forced fumble. The kid has been doing everything the last 2 weeks, and I think he will power that defense on the road against Denair.
So you're going with Ripon Christian?
Ripon Christian.
I'm going with Ripon Christian. We just gave Denair all the bulletin board material that they need to maybe pull off an upset.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Our next game, number 3, Modesto Christian at number 8, Houston. Houston, another one of those teams, kind of lying in the weeds a little bit. We talk about the Big Four in the TVL all the time.
We do.
Kind of don't mention Houston.
We do. We spend a lot of time talking about Ripon, Escalon, Modesto Christian, and Hilmar. Houston is a team that for 2 weeks now I've been begging them for an impressive victory. Can you recreate the magic that you had in that week 1 game? It's a statement game for Houston. Can they hold serve on their home field? I don't think so. And Modesto Christian was my pick to win the TVL this year. I think of the 18, 19 guys they have on their roster, they're all dudes. If they can stay healthy and if they can avoid mistakes and turnovers, I feel like they have what it takes to get through the TVL.
Let's go to our game of the week. Number 4, Hilmar at number 2, Escalon.
This is a rematch of their Sac Joaquin Section Division 6 semifinal, won by Hilmar.
Head coach Mark LaRoe into retirement.
Escalon is coming off their bye, so I mean, I think on paper this one really sets up for Hilmar to have a nice big sort of redemptive bounce back game. But Escalon has arguably their best defense in a number of years. Got a chance to talk with the coaching staff, and they believe that this defense is cerebral and it's physical.
They talked a lot about that.
If they can
smart play,
if they can funnel Isaac Sharp in, they feel like that the field will tilt in their favor. You know, and they've had some good performances through the non-conference schedule. They're feeling good about what they have.
I'm wavering about my pick right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. I've got a pick in mind, and I'm wavering. Who's your pick? I'm going to go with Hilmar. And it's as simple as this. I just don't see them losing 2 in a row. It's that simple. You couldn't put a cigarette paper between these 2 teams, I think. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go with the Yellow Jackets. Who do you like?
You know, I woke up this morning thinking about this game too, and you can make a case for both sides. And you know, I really, you know, I need a second.
Where are you going?
I need a second.
Burnsy, get back here.
I need a second, please. Jody,
we're live. Oh,
Jody, I'm going with the Escalon Cougars on Friday. Jody, put me in, coach. Strap me up. This
thing fit?
Barely. I don't know that Satnat is getting this helmet back.
I'm going to do a special show afterwards. I'm watching Burnsy get this thing off his head.
Yeah, I hope you guys can hear me, but here's the difference for me, okay? I really couldn't decide on who I liked in this game. Like Jody said, that you could put a cigarette paper between these 2, but I had a chance to sit down with my guy, Nash Satnat.
You look like the Great Gazoo, you know?
I sat down with my guy, Nash Satnat, and I could sense the purpose in his voice. I could sense the disappointment he had coming off that game. This team, this core group of players for Escalon, they haven't lost much. No. Since Pop Warner. Yeah. In fact, they've won 3 of 4 against Hilmar. Their only loss, the only outlier, is that section playoff game last year. The last time they faced one another, and that loss hasn't sat well with them. And you can tell that they're going to be pretty focused. They're going to be pretty physical on Friday night, and I like the home team, the Escalon Cougars, to get it done.
So there you go. There you go. That's it for our prediction show, brought to you by Golden Bear Physical Therapy. For James Cougar Burns, I'm Joe Cortez of FrontRowPreps.com. We will see you next week. Okay, we promised you a little extra footage here of Burnsy trying to get this helmet off. I don't think it can be done.
There we go. Oh,
I was here in rehearsals when your earlobes are going. You did it. The earrings out there, didn't you?
I did. And soap up the earlobes.